Hello and welcome to another Pokemon Emerald episode. Let's go inside. I think I actually have to walk through, don't I? I don't know for sure actually, but that escape rope, I believe it returns you to wherever. Oh my god, it was right near the front door. Oh well. Right, what were we doing? We were switching Shabby. Probably don't need to heal, even though that's best practice. And we're on our way to above Morville for the next route. On we go. We still need a water move on Lombre. Let me actually heal since we're going ahead. And I don't think we're quite near the point where we're going to catch the last Pokemon in the squad. I don't know how I'm going to handle HM moves. It's going to be an issue because Zigzagoon wasn't part of the final plan to have like a full squad of 6 for the Elite Four. The music is so good in this game. And it plays both in the double battle of the intro music to each trainer. Aroma Lady Selena. Hello there, Sandshrew. Hello, Roselia. I don't have good way of dealing with Sandshrew here, but the Roselia should be fine. Oh wow, that quick attack really did nothing. But the wing attack is super effective with stab on the Golbat, so we're looking good. I like it. 25 quirky. I wonder at what point it's going to evolve. That is truly based on... it's based on happiness. Yumi. Interestingly enough, the Fred can also do good things against ground types because of double kick, but they can also retaliate with ground moves. Wow, quirky. Chill, quirky. What was that? That seemed like a high roll critical hit, maybe. Or did he pop the defense skill first? I don't know. Okay, another double battle, which I love. Oh, I forgot about the House of Trainers up there to the left. Is there 4 or 5 in there? It's like a whole family of trainers. Very interesting concept. I wonder if they ever went back to that in Pokemon. Yeah, once again, we'll take... I mean, Shabby's struggling right now. He'll come into his own at some point once we start surfing everywhere. There's lots of water Pokemon and he will have a great time. That is not the right one to switch to though. Well, I don't know. Maybe he would have worked. They're all level 18, they've gone back down. It looks like the gyms in this game are much higher leveled compared to just the trainer routes. Which is, I guess it's expected. But the disparity is pretty large. Just keep wing attacking. Quirky's quick as well. Okay, Quirky, chill. I don't know where he thinks he gets all this power from. But he's popping off right now. Is that a trainer, do you reckon, or is he just going to tell me about the house? Yeah, the Winstrate family. Winstrate? The Battle Tower, I believe. Is that the first Battle Tower in Pokemon? I think it might be. I've done a little bit of Battle Towering. I did it in a couple of Pokemon Platinum runs and Pearl. And also in Omega Ruby, I think. I think it was in Omega Ruby. But I specifically remember the one in Pokemon Platinum. In the post-game, there's the island on the top right. They're quite strong as well. They're competitive. They're in-game competitive, like... I reckon people have come up with teams that do just take out every single one of those. And there's some condition, like... some... like, there's tweaks that they do, isn't it? I know what I'm trying to describe, but I'm not getting it across very well. But the battle towers have different uh, different tweaks. Tweaks isn't the right word, but I hope it's getting the point across. Red leveling up. Though these guys, you know what? I feel like they drop a focus band. Maybe. Look at her eyes. Very happy lady right there. Okay, grass. Should we give a spark a go? I think it's not very effective. Yeah. Mega Drain. So I know Absorb got majorly buffed in future games. I wonder about Mega Drain. I could bring out Fred, but let's bring out Quirky. Because he needs to keep them all leveling. It's not what we want to see. I wonder if he's going to outspeed the Roselia anyway. No. Okay. So he is fast, but he's not that amazingly fast. But he is pretty quick. I reckon he outspeeds most things when he's not paralyzed, which is very nice. I thought with the level 17, it might work. Could be time for a paralyze heal. See who else they bring out. No one. Okay, Victoria. We need Shabby to get something, don't we? Not Shabby. God, now all the names are mixed up in my head. But the Lombre, who is it? Lombre, who was the first one we did? We'll find out in a second. Will we switch? Most likely. Yeah, Shroomish. Yumi, that's it. Yumi. We'll go Fred then, since Yumi's paralysed. God, I still can't believe people nickname all the Pokemon in all of their runs. How do they keep the names fixed in their head? Maybe my memory's just quite bad, and so I just like to have them the same. Let's just stick with the Fred. I don't think I've got any water at all right now, unfortunately. So double kick can do the trick. So for some reason I thought fighting was super effective against ground as well. Maybe I'm wrong. One more, the Grandma? Or is it two more? Grandma. She's gonna smack me, Jesus. Pokemon, chill. With a Meditite? All on its own? Don't you know about Sparky here? Shabby, Sparky? She knows. She does know. I bet she's got a potion as well. She seems like the type. Then she's gonna smack me. Detect, okay, okay. She's got skills. She knows what she's doing. Oh, second detect in a row. I don't think he can do that. That's one thing about the Pokemon AI and the moves. Like, they could improve that. Because as trainers, we know that moves are going to fail. Like Protect. I guess they don't always fail. One of them does. But they shouldn't use moves that are going to fail, so... Look, the TV's going. Ha. Shabby. Shabby on the television. Rooted by the letter H, which is supported by the first S. Wow, how did they come up with the dialogue there? Okay, Macho Brace. That's probably something to do with effort values and individual values, and I don't think we need to worry too much about that. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the movement in the tower. I don't have it down. The bike movement. The speedrunners must be so practiced with that. I wonder if they spend time just biking around all the places that they need to bike. Like in a completed game or something. Let's go. Here we go. This is as far as you can get before you beat the Morville gym. That sometimes fights a Pokemon. Pokemon League Elite Four are far stronger than gym leaders. They are. That is true. I think in every single run I've done of Pokemon, and I fight every single trainer, I feel like I always have to do a bit more training in Victory Road right before I fight the Elite Four. And even then there can be an issue. Okay, Shabby's falling behind, but he comes into his own later on. We don't have anything to take out Magnemite yet either. Maybe this early type coverage I've gone with isn't quite great for the early game. I think Fred Torchic fits in because you don't get any of the fire until like just up ahead. I could have had water. I could have caught something. There was the Marl, wasn't there, that I could have gone with. I mean, the Ludicolo is fine, and the Ludicolo is going to do good stuff. But, like I say, it still needs a water move. First time we ran into these. Oh no! I clicked yes. Can I quit? I can, okay. I imagine they skip this spinner in the speedruns. Although, is it a spinner if they just like do backwards and forwards and not a full spin? I still don't know if I trust. He'll get there. He'll probably evolve soon. Is it 30? There's lots of Zubats in the team Aqua and Magma fights, presumably. There is a flying gym. There's a bunch of water Pokemon. Here we go, there's some water. You'll get there, Shabby. Kind of falling behind right now, but it's fine. Does tend to happen when you only use like... When I try and only use... Oh, put Spark up at the top. For goodness sake. Otherwise I'll keep making that mistake. There we go. You know what, it doesn't actually add that much of time, does it? Having the moves on. We'll probably just keep them on. Maybe in Gen 4 is where they get some really long moves. You know what it is? It's sometimes when you get locked into that doom loop of parafusion, paralyze, confusion, maybe even a few sand attacks, and you just keep seeing them doing it to you over and over again. That's when it can be real frustrating. And you have to actually watch the move come at you over and over. Little scratch. Let's return the favour with a few bullet seeds. Not quite the cloister shell link that I truly love, but that's not even... That doesn't even happen until Gen 4, I don't think. Oh man, could be so many Pokemon series that I could do. I'd love... I mean, Fire Red, of course, it's a classic, but also Pokemon Platinum. I don't know if I can go back to Pearl and Diamond, you know. Pokemon Platinum added so many quality of life features, and you get the whole post-game, expanded post-game, the whole Giratina part. Nuzleaf, it's quirky. Is Nuzleaf, it's grass and something, isn't he? Is he grass normal type? So maybe fighting moves would work. Wing attack. Lovely. Steel's not going to be an issue either. I wonder if Steel is one of the Elite Four members. Definitely could be. Steel... maybe Dark? I seem to remember Water is one. There's definitely a Milotic up in there somewhere. That one sticks it. Oh, I could be thinking of Gen 4. Who knows? There you go, Shabby. A nice bird for you to spark. Well, that sounds odd, doesn't it? British slang. Hey, a Lombre. A rare Lombre. Love to see it. And a Paralyze. Is he gonna Paralyze? No, he gets the Growl off. Oh man, if that drops my attack enough so that I don't get the 2-hit. Okay, good. You're so strong. They love to flatter you after some of them. A little bit of flattery. Yep, more battles. I imagine we'll make it to the house at least midway through this route. It's quite a long route. And the fire cave, which you can't actually do anything with until you get strength, which must be afterwards. Experience share would come into its own. But I think that's later as well. Oh, is this a tall grass section after? After the cave? No. There is a tall grass section in this game though. Maybe it's on the route before the safari zone. That's something I don't think we'll need either. I've never quite enjoyed the safari zones in Pokemon games. I think maybe the issue is they always show up like slightly too late. There's sometimes good Pokemon in there. You know what? I should check that. That might adjust the team that I intend to catch. Because I didn't actually check which Pokemon were in the Safari Zone when I was having a look ahead. Needed a Meteorite to awaken the Groudon. Okay. Okay, well we'll see about if you're gonna buckle easily. Definitely gonna buckle. Trent. Rock is very susceptible to Yuumi. Yuumi is like anti-rock tech. Also anti-ground tech, isn't he? He's got the water, he's got the grass, he's got everything that he needs. A little absorb as well, get a little health while we're here, why not? Okay, that is very, very powerful. I guess because he's got a double weakness. But absorb's only 20, I shouldn't really be using it. I guess I'm after a grass move as well, because Bullet Seed and Absorb, they're okay, but they're very weak. Like, they're going to take down things that when they're super effective. But other than that, they're not doing good stuff against the neutral game. And sometimes we may need to deal with the neutral game. Just judging by the type coverage that I've gone with, so we'll keep an eye out. We go 25. Still gotta wait, Yuumi though. Fury Swipes. What about Fury Swipes? 18. The fact that it, like, I can't. Like, if it hits and it hits 5. Maybe, but... Okay, I mean... Fine, I'll answer. Or maybe... I did think he ended up having to delete people, but maybe that was in Gen 2. Machop? I don't think I've ever actually used Machop in a playthrough, simply because I can't get Machamp without having another, you know... I was never able to trade to be able to use an evolved Pokemon in a run. And that's been there since the beginning, right since Gen 1. It's a Pokemon I've always wanted to give him a go, but since I'd be stuck with the Machoke, nah. And I never really get along with poison types as well, for some reason. Coughing's interesting. Another Gen 1. Maybe I should do that in one run. I should restrict myself to certain types to see if I can make it through, see if I can learn anything new, which are actually better to use. I'd probably do, let's think, a poison one, a steel one, because I rarely use steel. Come on down, let's get this double battle. Poison, steel, dark I rarely use. What other types have we got? I do like psychic, but they're quite rare to find, aren't they? What is bug? I rarely use bug as well, but I think bug types are always quite weak. Do we just try and get by here? Shroomish will go down pretty quick. And then we can just team up on Numel. I guess I'm at risk at some point in this series of coming across Pokemon that I'm pronouncing incorrectly. Oh, he's ground type. Of course he is. I do remember that. I have used a Numel before. But I'd prefer not to. I think your two options for fire, if you don't go for Torchic, are a Torkoal, who's in that cave that we just came through, and this Numel. Odor Sleuth identifies. It's interesting, but we're not going to learn that one. Quirky. Potential evolution, third phase. Of course the Spark goes for the Numel again. This could take 2 more turns. No, just the one. Yeah, and with that Numel, the reason that I don't tend to like going for him is he's got a quadruple weakness to water. And Pokemon can just have a random water move that you're not expecting. Trying to think of some. Brine's coming to mind, but I don't know if that is actually true. We'll take the Rost, we'll take the Pecha. Yeah, and I think we're coming up to the house that I was talking about, which lets you heal mid-route. Very novel idea, and I wish they had more of it. We can't get... I wonder, can you get encounters here? Probably not. You probably have to be in that deep, where that mudge changes, it's probably there. Can you get over that way? Ooh, wait a minute. Look at this. Wow, you can actually get up here. You can get far enough. Very, very interesting. Machop. I wonder if Shabby can do the trick. No evolution on the Golbat with that last level up. Hopefully the next one. Very nice Paralyze. I wonder how long Spark is going to stay here. I never checked Shockwave. Oh, did I? I did check Shockwave. Maybe I didn't, but I think Spark's doing well enough right now. Is there another fight? Something? Or it's just a shortcut? I guess to get past any trainers there and get this heal. A nice old... Well, I was going to say Gram, but she might not be. And it's like a quick heal because you don't have to wait for the animation of the Pokeballs on the machine. I love it. I wish, like I say, if that was more common, I'd enjoy that. What is it? Secret power? Yeah. I can't believe that that's a TM. I wonder, can you get secret power on any of the Pokemon in the game without the TM? Like, what if you waste it and then you overwrite it? Can you never make the base? I don't think, like, you don't even ever have to interact with the base. Some Electrike on Electrike action. Oh, he's got Thunder Wave. Very nice. So do I. He knows what he's doing. And this is the point where I normally just switch out of frustration because they're paralyzed. That's quite a low odds of that happening. 3 in a row, so a third time's a third time. 1 in 27. Definitely a low roll to miss all 3 there. I think we switch out. I think we've got someone who's behind. No, we're still good. And like Yumi, well, yeah, Yumi and Shabby do come into their own later on with all the surfing that happens. There'll be a lot of surfing battles. But because I've already got a Pokemon, Yumi, that's grass type and water type. Because they've already got a water type, I won't be catching any more, most likely. That's the question I've got. Do many people actually surf, catch multiple varieties of the same type and switch in and out throughout a Pokemon run? And it's very possible. Like, take the time throughout the run, and if so, how on earth do you prepare for the Elite Four? You must have to spend hours training at that point. I don't think it will behoove me, Wilton. But nice of you to offer. Let's grab this. Let's rest up. And onto the north part of this route, which... oh, second rest. That's a classic Pokemon move. Accidentally missed the dialogue. How many times have you accidentally done a double heal at the Pokemon there? Why did it ever offer to do it twice? It should kick you out of the dialogue tree, I think. Yeah, the north part of this route changes. Gets all ashy. And it's where you find the Spinder, which is a very interesting Pokemon. It's got these 4 spots, which are in random spots. Let's do this fight, and then we'll continue in the next episode. Get to the next town. I don't think there's much to do in the next town. Oh, Wingull. Poor Wingull. Poor Wingull with the quadruple weakness. Ouch. That was a lot of damage that we didn't truly see how much damage that would have done. Who? I don't even know. Nuzleaf? Did it say a Nuzleaf? I can't remember. I'm gonna hope that Quirky can deal with whoever it is. No, it was a Numel. I got the NU. Quirky should be able to deal. Yeah, Quirky's quite strong now. I think it is Wing Attack an 80 damage move. Is that what it is? Plus the stab. It's probably why the Wing Attack's doing some good work against even the neutral defensive Pokemon. There we go. Cool Trainer Brook. Into the Pokenav, and let's just have a peek at the next area. Yeah, all ashy. Not much of it before the next route. But let's save. Overwrite that data. And we'll continue towards this town, which I have also forgotten the name of. Let's find out in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you then.